Come here. Come here, you. Have a seat. Let's talk. I really feel like it's time for us as Black women. We're gonna start addressing some issues in foundation shade match. You know what? I'm tired of walking outside, going to the store, and seeing little Sally Walker, who is this shade, wearing makeup that is this color. I ain't buying it anymore, okay? I'm not doing it. I'm not participating in it. I'm not endorsing it. And I'm no longer supporting this. I am just going to put it out there, and I'm going to talk about some of the hugest mistakes that we make as in all of us. Okay, this isn't a video to point fingers. This isn't a video to say I'm better than anyone. This isn't a video to say I know everything and I'm the end be all. No, but as a professional, I have learned a thing or two. And I made some mistakes too. A lot of these are responses that I get right here on YouTube. Let's just put it out there. Let's just talk about it. Problem number one. You went to the mall and you tried out foundation and you said, well, my friend wears this one, so I'm pretty sure this is my color too. No, it's not. No, it's not. It may be by sheer coincidence. It might it might be your foundation color, but you can't just look at someone and assume that you are the exact same color. Do it. Which brings me to another thing. I watch your videos, Jackie. You and I are the same complexion. What foundation shade are you? I'm gonna pick that up tomorrow on my way home from work. This one I have a hard time explaining to people because a lot of people with lighting, flash photography, a lot of other influences, what you see on camera, not necessarily true to what's in real life. So to assume that you might be the exact same complexion as your favorite YouTuber or your favorite blogger is not really realistic, because they could be way lighter in person, they could be way darker in person. It's just not very accurate. There's so many other factors to consider, like undertones. And just to clear up some confusion, you very well could be the exact same shade as someone. Like, we can both have the same complexion but different undertones. Like, we can both be like a chocolatey brown, except my undertones, the underlying color of what makes up my complexion, is yellow, and yours could be more pink. That's gonna be huge. You know, going by what I wear or what someone else on TV wears, it's not gonna help you, because you're seeing something that's being manipulated by studio lights and cameras and daytime lighting. It's not accurate. It's not accurate. I can understand the logic behind it, truly I do. Don't feel bad. Like, these aren't things that you're supposed to automatically know, and I get that, and I don't blame people, but I'm just here to tell you that in 2012 we're not gonna do that no more. Because for real though, like for real, you can waste a lot of money doing that. I have gone back and forth with people several times about this. The next thing I hear a lot, you swatched your foundation on your wrist and not your face. Or my particular favorite place to swatch, on the center of the chest. Girl, look at my wrist, look at my face, and look at my chest. You're not gonna find a winner right here. You're not gonna find a winner. You ain't going out with me looking like that, girl. I wouldn't advise anyone to do that. You can swatch there, I just would shade match there. Like number two, I use the same brushes as you, I use the same foundation as you, I use everything you use. When I apply it, it doesn't look like that. I can't be doing something wrong. Girl, what you mean you can't be doing something wrong? If you're using the exact same thing as I am, something's wrong. Something's wrong, don't you think? First of all, backtrack. Listen to what you just said. You said you use all the same tools as me, right? Okay. Did you buy a foundation that I wear, or did you actually shade match yourself? That's one thing you need to consider, okay? Because if you're complaining that your makeup looks cakey, 9 times out of 10, it ain't the makeup. And I'ma just put it like that. It's really not. In theory, like, if you're using the right tools, then it should look good. You know, it's the way that you're applying it may be incorrect. Maybe even when you over apply foundation, if you over apply a really good foundation, I find it very difficult to make my foundation look really, really cakey. I do. That's just me personally. Consider the tools that you're using. If you are indeed using good tools and it still doesn't look good, it may be the way you're applying it, maybe the incorrect foundation shade, and I don't know, maybe you just need more practice. No one on earth is going to wake up and be an expert at anything. No one, unless you're like Jesus Christ. So unless you're Jesus Christ, which none of us are, we're not going to wake up being experts and we're not going to get it right on the first time. Be patient, you know, just be a little patient. At the end of the day, don't panic. Don't take it so serious. It's really just makeup, you know. You can wash it off. You can try again tomorrow, which is the best part of the entire process. If it sucks, girl, just wash it off, okay? And try again. Reason number 45. Okay, if you are guilty of this next one, girl, don't be mad, but I'm gonna say it, okay? I'm gonna say it, reenactment. So I'm looking for a new foundation, and I want it to be flawless, but I want it to have minimal coverage. I want my skin to look perfect, but I want it to look natural. I really, really like the perfect look, but I don't want it to look like I'm wearing makeup. You know what I mean? Okay, this one makes me laugh, because if you really think about it, you just asked me for two complete polar opposites. Like, you have to have one or the other. If you want full coverage, it's going to look like you have on makeup. It's going to look like you have on product on your face, and not in a bad way, but it's going to be there. There's no such thing as full coverage but natural. There's no such thing as dry yet wet. Like, it doesn't work that way. And I think what discredits artists a lot, not just me, just makeup artists in general, is as a customer, if you fail to properly communicate what you want your foundation to look like, then you're kind of, if you're really thinking about it, setting yourself up for failure, because if they don't know how to pinpoint exactly what it is that you're looking for, how are they going to help you? Obviously, if you're looking for a foundation that is going to really cover, you're going to have to be willing to give up the fact that it may be a little bit on the heavier side. And again, not necessarily in a bad way, but you have to kind of pick which one means more to you. If coverage means more to you, it's going to mean a heavier foundation. If looking natural means more to you, then you're probably going to sacrifice some coverage. And that's just the way it is. Tip number 7. I ain't even number 7, girl. I just lost count. You're not wearing a foundation that is specific to your skincare needs. By that, I mean you're wearing a matte foundation when you have dry skin. I can't describe, and I ain't gonna say no names. Well, there's no one on YouTube I know that does this. I know people in real life that do this, unfortunately. This one's a big one. Matte is designed to not stay dry, but control oil. If you have dry skin, matte foundations are not for you, girl. They're not for you. I guarantee you, they are going to look cakey. They are going to look cakey. It's gonna look cakey. Cakey is like the ultimate blasphemous word to people. It's so scary to everyone, like cakey, frosting. Wearing a dewy foundation when you have oily skin. Not really cakey so much. You're just gonna look like a disco ball. And if you're okay with that, you know, if you like it, I love it. That's fine with me. Girl, you asked me for my opinion, so I'm gonna tell you. Just some tips with foundation. Don't ever underestimate sponges. Makeup sponges help so much. Using the proper brushes help a lot. I'm a really big fan of like duo fiber brushes. I'm a really big fan of using a primer. I don't really use primers a ton, not anymore. I used to, but primers do help when you need it will help smooth out that surface for you to work on. And I just find that it takes kind of like the work out of applying foundations properly. It really does. Just make sure you get the right shade. Make sure that you experiment. Like, really get your hands dirty with makeup. Like, shade matching is so much fun, like when you do it properly, instead of wanting like a quick instant, like, what's my color? Like, investigate it. Like, wear it, try it on, wear it for an hour. Let it like set into your skin. Wear it for a day. Try it first before you buy it. There's so many ways that you can shade match properly. Wearing the incorrect foundation shade, a lot of it is in our control, and a lot of it we cannot help, because you know what? The cosmetic industry still to this day refuses to acknowledge women of color. A lot of brands do. You go to the store and the darkest shade that they carry is this. Okay, fair to medium. Okay, I don't know who is writing these rules, who is determining these things, who is creating this demographic as if dark-skinned women don't exist. You know what? It really sucks to hear someone rave about a product and to know that that line doesn't even carry a product specific to you just because of your skin color. But hopefully with time, those things will, you know, change slowly, starting with us. We're going to change that, and we are going to put a stamp in these cosmetic companies' butts and telling them we're here. We need to do better, and you're going to do better, or else you're not getting my money, because I'm not going to support a company that refuses to acknowledge me as a black woman, as a Nigerian woman. Okay, if you know someone that needs to see this video, girl, send them this link. So these, ladies and gentlemen, are the reasons why you might be wearing the wrong foundation. You too can make a difference in your community. I believe in you. Godspeed.